What is good, everybody? It's your boy TB. We're back with another video. Welcome back to the channel. This video today is going to be hot takes for the 2022-2023 NBA season. I know normally I have a whole drawn out intro and we talk about ball and all that other stuff. This one's more of a fun, relaxed, laid back video. Shout out to Who Has Hoops on Twitter. If you're not in the community, you have a Twitter, follow me, let me know, and I will send you an invite. Before we hop into this video, I am trying to hit 1,000 subs by the end of the year. I am looking for you to help me do that. So if you are new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for your boy. If you're not new, drop some of your NBA hot takes for this upcoming NBA season, and let's get into this video. So, like I said before, shout out to Who Has Hoops on Twitter. This is our basketball community. Looks like this. We have merch coming soon. We have top 50s where we basically say who's the best in the community itself, and all we do is talk basketball. It is an amazing community. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to Boss Tips and all the mods that are in Who Has Hoops. So I tweeted this out. What is your hot take for the 2022-2023 NBA season? And we got a lot of responses. Now, this one wasn't necessarily a response. Someone else by the name of Michael, go follow him if you haven't already. He tweeted out, what are y'all favorite breakout candidates? Then we got my boy Jace, shout out to you, my guy, RJ. And he adds on top of that, he will be an all-star. Tyler who? My guy, shout out to him as well. He doubles down and says RJ Barrett, all-star J. coming. I rebutted with, and this is no hater shit. I love RJ Barrett. I like him as a player, don't get me wrong. But being that he's in the East, I asked myself, what guard does he replace? You got Trae Young, DeJounte Murray, Jimmy Butler, Jaylen Brown, Kyrie, Darius Garland, and LaMelo Ball. Now he responded with, I'm not gonna go find it, but I remember he responded with DeJounte Murray. Essentially because, and I think it's because he didn't elaborate too much, he and Trae have to share touches, whereas the other guys on the team are the sole guard that is the main primary ball handler. Not saying Jaylen Brown is the primary ball handler, because he's not, but everyone else for the most part is the primary ball handler on their team, or the sole shooting guard / point guard on their team that gets a lot of touches. So RJ Barrett being an all-star, that's our first hot take of the video technically, because I don't think he will, but if he does, I'm all for it. Now we're gonna have to do a little bit maneuvering through here because I do have other stuff saved in my NBA folder on bookmarks. As you see, there's some Lakers discourse going on right here. Hey, this might actually be a hot take, but not part of the video. Next hot take, shout out to my boy Dre. Before we get into his hot take, we gonna go to his YouTube. This is his channel, like it says right here. Make sure you go like and subscribe. Between the Lines NBA podcast. I will have him in my featured channels on my channel. So if you come to my channel, go to channels here. I will put him here. I'm updating this regularly. I'm gonna have a couple more people here. So slide over here if you want to see any of the Who Has Hoops creators, because I will have them all under this tab. Back to Dre's hot take. Darius Garland becomes better than Ja, and fuck me, because he was gonna do this video. Now, like I responded to you before, you gotta be quicker than that. When it comes to your take, I'm not gonna say it's a bad take because it's not, but let me unpack it a little bit. The only reason I can't really see this happening is because Darius Garland has a lot more around him. Now, that can work to his advantage because he's one of the best passers in the league, and he can help facilitate to get these guys open, and it'll help him to elevate above Ja. But on the reverse end of that, he also has a lot more help, and not to mention with Colin Sexton gone and whoever the shooting guard was when he got hurt, he's not the same guy that Donovan Mitchell is. Donovan Mitchell requires a lot more touches. Donovan Mitchell is going to get a lot more shots up. So that takes away from DG automatically. I personally trust Donovan Mitchell, Evan Mobley, and Jared Allen a lot more than I trust some of the Grizzlies guys like Dylan Brooks, Desmond Bane, and the other guys around him, Steven Adams. I love Steven Adams, don't get me wrong, but I trust the guys that Cleveland have a lot more. I feel like DG has a lot more around him. So if he becomes better, it's strictly as a playmaker, not necessarily a scorer, because I don't think DG will have more opportunities to score than he did last year. Now, next one, and we got this a lot, kind of, The Timberwolves are not a top 4 seed. Listen, Q, I rock with you on that one. I agree. I don't think they're a top 4 seed. When you look at the West is pretty deep. You got the Clippers, the Warriors, the Suns, the Grizzlies, the Nuggets. That's 5 right there that personally I think would be above the Timberwolves. Then you got to look at some teams that are having guys come back with the Pelicans. You got to look at the Lakers. You can never count out LeBron. So it's going to be very hard for the Timberwolves to get a top 4 seed, especially with the non-offensive presence of Rudy Gobert. But yeah, that's just me giving Rudy Gobert shit because y'all know I do not like him. Next hot take, well, hot takes, I should say. We gon' base every one of these. Let's see how many is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got 5 takes. Let's see if you go 5 for 5. First one, Cleveland is a dark horse as NBA champs, 100% biased. That's okay. We all got our biases. I'm not gonna lie, they might be a dark horse. Getting Donovan Mitchell immediately propelled their backcourt to be one of the top 3 backcourts in the league, if not top 3, top 5. But regardless of anything else, that propels them up there. Then when you look at their front court is arguably top 5 in the league, if not top 3. So they do have a pretty good squad, well-rounded. What it's gonna come down to is their depth good enough? Is their young players developed enough, not only skill-wise on the court, but also when it comes to that winning mentality and being able to stay on the stretch. Last year, Cleveland, they started out very fucking strong, don't get me wrong, but they kind of fizzled out towards the end of the year. So if they can keep that trajectory, they might just be dark horse NBA champs, especially if they catch a couple teams lacking. So it could happen. To me, 1 for 1. Next one, you got Atlanta is stronger than folks realize. I also agree with this. I don't know if they're top 3, but they are a very strong team. I have Atlanta as one of my dark horse teams in the East as well. Go watch my Atlanta video to see that. I think they are one of those teams as well, just like Cleveland, where if they get a team that is lollygagging and going through the motions in a 7-game series, they're liable to win, and it could happen. So 2 for 2, my guy. Third one, Every Mobley DPOY. Kind of biased, but also a hot take. I think he finishes top 3. I personally don't know who would be in that conversation. It might be tougher for Gobert to get it because he has Cat now. He won't necessarily be on the perimeter as much. I got Draymond Green because I think he has a point to prove. So I think Evan Mobley will be top 3. I don't think that's a bad take. So I'll just say 3 for 3 because I think that's a take that could, it's very realistic. The next take, we got Zion leads the Pelicans to a top seed in the West. That one, I don't know. Like I did before, list the same 5 teams I gave you before. I don't know if I see the Pelicans sitting over the Warriors, the Clippers, the Nuggets, or the Suns. I can't see it. So that one, if Zion does that, the Pelicans and Zion are they're scary. Last one, Raptors do worse than expected. That one I'm not so sure about. When I say I'm not sure, I mean like I literally don't know. Like I'd have to look into it a little bit more. But just off of first impressions, I guess you would say, I think they do worse strictly because the rest of the East got significantly better while they kind of stayed stagnant. You got the Nets got better, Philly got better, Cleveland got way better, Miami's still good. Orlando, their injuries they're gonna have players that are coming back with Jalen Suggs, Paolo Banchero. You got Atlanta, so it's gonna be tough for the Raptors. I don't think they're gonna do bad per se. I just think that the West is strong to where they're gonna finish lower than expected. So I would say you went 4 for 5. That Zion one that's a scathing hot take, but I like it nonetheless. Next one, slide into my boy Maurice Phillips. Wolves 3 seed, but disappointed in the playoffs. I don't think the Wolves are gonna get the 3 seed, and I also think they will disappoint in the playoffs. So spot on. Got you on that one, my guy. Sir Xavier, my guy, with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 takes. We gonna knock these out. 6th man of the year, Christian Wood. I got Jordan Poole or my boy Busy Bones Highland. Christian Wood could very finish top 3, but I got Jay Poole and Bones Highland 1 and 2. I don't have them in order 1 or 2. I'm just saying both of those guys, they're gonna be 1 or 2. They're one of those guys. T-Wolves disappoint. right with you, my boy. Triple-double Jokic and a 1/2 seed. This I can see. MPJ is back. Jamal Murray is back. Their young guys and their bench had an opportunity to get meaningful minutes while those guys were gone. So the Nuggets are primed to have a pretty good one. MVP Luka, he is my choice for MVP. So I'm with you there. Scoring title Kyrie. Hey, that's a different take. Meaning it can happen, but I ain't seen that take too often lately. So I like that take. And a Nets ring, I could see it. Drama aside, the Nets are in a position to really make noise. And I don't think people really realize how good they really are. I also feel like they're going under the radar because of all the drama that ensued. But when you look at that team, they're pretty fucking good. They're pretty good, bro. I'm with you on every single one of these takes. Next one, if the Hornets stink by the end of the season, LaMelo asks out. I could see this. And I don't blame him, especially with the Miles Bridges situation that happened. That kind of threw a wrench in their plans and everything. So I could see it happening. Maybe not though, because Hornets aren't too bad of a team. It's just the East is a difficult conference this year. So Bulls finished top 2 in the East.
Stop the cap.
You're bugging. I'm not even about to sit on that for too long. You're bugging. Lakers second round exit. Kaya, who is Kaya's team? She doesn't have it in her bio. I don't know. Kaya, we need to fight. I don't like that take. Exactly. This is my response. That's all you need to know. Hey, that's bias out of me. We're not a second round exit. But nah, G shit, I think our ceiling is Western Conference Finals and our floor is a first round exit. So that puts us right at second round exit. So I could see it. Next one, Tatum gonna win the scoring title.
Yes, sir. This nigga's spitting. Damn, nigga.
You know ball. Giannis is gonna have the best season, but isn't gonna win MVP because people won't want to give him 3 and 5 years. He might, but I think that dude Luka is... it's about to be the first year of his prime, and we've already seen the first couple years and he hasn't really hit his prime per se. Yeah, I just think Luka got it regardless, honestly and truly. Next one, Jello will significantly contribute to Charlotte. I'm with this one. I think he might be a better version of Miles Bridges. He's not as athletic, but he will choose his spots a lot better. He can shoot a lot better. Yeah, I think Jello will find his footing. I think with Jello, honestly, all he needed was a chance. He essentially got that chance. Jello's gonna, I'm rocking with this take. Next one, Timberwolves first seed.
Shut up, bitch.
You're bugging. Next one, Trey Man top 30 shooting guard next season. I mean, top 30 is a lot and Trey Man's pretty good already, so I can see it. I might take it one step further and say top 20. I like Trey Man. I think he's nice. With some injuries down in OKC, he has some more touches and things of that nature. So I think he could be top 20, maybe not 20, maybe top 25, but I can see it posty. I like it. Ja cements himself as a top 10 player. When you say cement, I assume you're saying it's no longer up for debate. People on Twitter can't debate it because Ja is heavily debated on whether he's top 10 or not. I agree with you on this one. I think Ja has a lot to prove. I personally think Ja is one of them dudes, so I agree with this one. Warriors winning it all, more of a spoiler. Yeah. Next one, Desmond Bane all-star jump. Desmond Bane is a guard, correct? Let's make sure before we just start talking. Let's check and be sure. Desmond Bane, they got him listed as, let's look at Basketball Reference, as shooting guard. Okay, let's go to ESPN real quick. Let's just take a trip. We're going on a field trip, you guys. Let's go to ESPN. NBA, let's go to standings. I won't even look at specific players or look up point guards or shooting. I'm not even gonna look that up. Let me ask, is he better than Chris Paul and Devin Booker? Is he gonna go over there over Ja? That's 3. Steph and Clay, 4 or 5. You can leave off Clay. We'll just do Steph. Luka, that's 5. Jazz don't really have a guard. Denver, maybe Jamal Murray. I don't know if he actually will be able to get to all-star level his first season back because he's probably gonna have limited touches, but that's 5.5 maybe. Then we go to Minnesota. I think he's better than D'Lo, but Anthony Edwards, I don't think he's better than him. That's 6. I haven't even gotten to the Clippers, who have John Wall and Paul George. You got the Lakers, who don't have a point guard, so can't really say that. Portland has Dame. You got SGA and OKC. So that was a great field trip, but I say all that to say no. Next hot take, we got Blazers are a lotto team. I'm with that one. I agree. Next one, Jalen Green, 25 points per game. I could rock with this, especially because the Rockets are looking for him to take that next step this year. I think he will take that next step and will be efficient in the process. So yeah, 25 points per game. That might be a lot, but he can do it. It's doable. Now for the last hot take of the video. Now this is the best one. I think I saved the best for last. He's a Clipper fan. I don't know if this is a real hot take, if he's playing with me, if he's joking or whatever. We probably gonna make another field trip again, but my man said the Kings are making the playoffs. Let's take another field trip to our worldwide leader in sports, ESPN, and we're gonna look at the divisions. You got the Kings. They were 30-52 last year. I'm not even worried about who they have this year or any of that nature. I just need to know a couple things. We know they're not better than Phoenix, Memphis, the Warriors, the Mavericks, the Nuggets, the Timberwolves, or Pelicans. That's 7 teams right there. They're not better than the Clippers. They're not better than the Lakers. That's 8 teams. They're not better than, and I'd argue, you can argue this could go either way. They're not better than OKC either. I don't think the Kings make the playoffs. I don't think they even make the play-in. Because again, let me list these teams again. You got Phoenix, you got Memphis, you got Golden State, the Mavericks, the Nuggets, Timberwolves, Pelicans, Clippers, Lakers. That's 9 teams already. That makes up your play-in pretty much. Now, they could sneak into that 10 spot for the play-in, and I could see that I can see. I don't think they're winning. I think they're losing that first play-in game and they're going home. Play-in is not playoffs, but if you said play-in, I'm rocking with you. It was very close. I appreciate you guys as always. Thank you for being here on the channel. Thank you and shout out to Who Has Hoops again. Any and everybody that's participated in this video, you're graciously appreciated. And as always, subscribe if you want more videos like this. Hit a thumbs up for your boy. It's your boy TB with the greatest hoop stories and debates on the tube. And I'm out. Peace.